You can't grow if you don't embrace challenges. You see, challenges are uncomfortable, so people tend to avoid them. They seek comfort, but that is how we evolve in life. We evolve by embracing the discomfort. Challenges make us adapt and forces us to be creative in our thinking. It makes us work harder and smarter. It forces us to become better versions of ourselves. But most people avoid it. They seek comfort. They take the easy route. That is why they remain the same year after year, decade after decade. They never reach their true potential. Here are some simple but powerful steps that'll help you to embrace challenges. Understand that challenges are there to help you grow. As said before, challenges are uncomfortable, but they are not bad. They are there to help you grow. They are part of the journey. It is like when you were a kid. You would cry and scream if your mom would leave you for a minute. Why? Because you weren't able to handle being alone. But what happened as you grew up? Your comfort zone expanded. Now you can spend hours alone without feeling the need to cry or scream. That is because you embraced the challenge and now it is part of your comfort zone. It is no longer a threat. Same happens in all areas of life. If you want to expand your comfort zone, you must embrace the challenges that will allow you to do so. But you have to understand that these challenges are there to help you grow. They are not there to hurt you. A wise man once said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." This is so true. Every challenge you face is actually an opportunity in disguise. So start looking at the negative situations you face in life as opportunities to grow. When you do this, you will start seeing challenges as gifts instead of curses. 2. Change your perspective on failure. Most people don't like to fail. In fact, they hate it. And that is why they try to avoid failure at all costs. But here's the thing. You cannot succeed all the time. Even if you try to, you will eventually fail. This is because no one is perfect. We all make mistakes. It is what we do with those mistakes that matters. You see, mistakes are inevitable. They are bound to happen. So instead of trying to avoid failure, you should accept it as a part of the process. You have to realize that it is okay to make mistakes. Everyone does. You are human. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. The truth is that it is impossible to succeed every single time. It just doesn't work that way. So don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try and do your best. And above all, learn from your failures. Every successful person has failed many times before they became successful. Michael Jordan, the legendary basketball player, has missed more than 9,000 shots in his career. He has lost almost 300 games, and he was even kicked out of his high school basketball team. But did he quit? No. He learned from his failures and adapted. That is why he is considered to be the greatest basketball player of all time. 3. Learn from your mistakes. One of the worst things you could ever do is to dwell on your mistakes. You see, mistakes are inevitable. They are bound to happen. But what you do after making a mistake is what truly matters. Do you dwell on it and feel sorry for yourself? Or do you learn from it and move forward? This is the difference between successful people and non-successful people. Successful people learn from their mistakes and move on. Non-successful people dwell on their mistakes and feel sorry for themselves. You see, dwelling on your mistakes will only make you feel worse about yourself. It will make you feel like a failure. And trust me, the last thing you want to do is to feel like a failure. You want to feel confident. You want to feel like you can do anything. So instead of dwelling on your mistakes, learn from them. Ask yourself, what can I do next time to avoid this mistake? What can I do next time to improve? By asking yourself these questions, you will be able to improve. You will be able to become better. And this is how you grow. This is how you evolve. 4. Don't be afraid to take risks. Most people don't like to take risks. They prefer to play it safe. But here is the thing. If you want to grow, you have to be willing to take risks. You see, taking risks is uncomfortable. It is scary, but that is why it is necessary. Taking risks will force you to step outside of your comfort zone. It will force you to confront your fears. And this is how you grow. You grow by facing your fears head on. When you take risks, you are essentially betting on yourself. You are saying, I believe in myself. I am willing to put myself out there. And this is what separates winners from losers. Winners are willing to take risks. Losers are not. You see, in life, you cannot always predict the outcome of a situation. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. And this is what it means to take risks. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to jump off a cliff and hope that you will land on a beach. It means that you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. It means that you have to be willing to do something that scares you. For example, if you are an entrepreneur, taking a risk might mean starting a new business. If you are an artist, it might mean putting yourself out there and showing your work to the world. Whatever it is, you have to be willing to take risks. If you are not willing to take risks, you will never grow. No. 5. Build resilience. Life is full of ups and downs. There will be times when everything is going great for you, and there will be times when nothing seems to be going your way. It is important to remember that both good times and bad times are temporary. The key is to build resilience so that you can bounce back quickly when things do and go your way. There are 2 ways to look at this. First, bad things are temporary. They won't last forever. Second, good things are also temporary. They won't last forever. You have to detach from both. When good things happen, don't get too attached to them. Just enjoy them while they last. And when bad things happen, don't get too attached to them either. Just endure them and know that they will pass. You have to detach from the outcome. Detach from the results and focus on the process. Focus on what you can control. This is the only way to build resilience. Number 6. Challenge your thinking. We all have a lot of limiting beliefs that hold us back. These are negative thoughts that we have about ourselves or about the world that prevent us from growing. For example, some people believe that they are not good enough or that they are not smart enough. Others believe that the world is a dangerous place and that it is impossible to achieve their dreams. These are all limiting beliefs that prevent people from growing. If you want to grow, you have to challenge your thinking. You have to ask yourself, are these thoughts really true? Or are they just limiting beliefs that are holding me back? Once you identify these limiting beliefs, you have to work on them. You have to prove to yourself that they are not true. You can do this by setting goals and then working hard to achieve them. For example, if you believe that you are not smart enough, set a goal to learn something new and difficult. Then work hard to achieve that goal. As you accomplish more and more challenging tasks, you will start to see that you are smarter than you thought you were. Embrace challenges and watch yourself grow. Seriously, facing challenges is like leveling up in a video game. You know how it goes, right? When you tackle something tough, you not only build strength, but also discover new sides of yourself. It's like peeling back the layers and finding hidden gems inside. Think about it. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you're pushing your limits and expanding your horizons. It can feel a bit scary, but that's part of the thrill. Whether it's trying something new, tackling a difficult project, or even having a tough conversation, each challenge is an opportunity to learn and evolve. And let's be real, no one ever said growth was easy, but that's what makes it so rewarding. You get to look back and say, wow, I really did that. It's those moments that build your confidence and resilience. So, the next time life throws a curveball your way, lean into it, embrace the challenge, and you'll come out stronger on the other side. Keep pushing yourself, keep embracing those challenges, and watch how amazing things can turn out. You've got this. Smash that like button and ring the bell to keep the good vibes coming.